And it says we are live. It's Thursday night. I'm here. You're beautiful. That must mean it's time for GotBot Goes Live. I, of course, am your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, a.k.a. GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share. Of course, subscribe. While you're lighting up, baby, hit the notification bell, please. Helps me out a ton. Let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below. Also in the description down below. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through Spring. Or, of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. You will notice that tonight things are a little different. We're going a little old school. This has been an extremely busy day and it's been a week. I'll tell you about it in a few minutes. If we end up losing the stream for whatever reason, don't freak out. I will come back with a part 2. I'm kind of back in my old area. I didn't have time to set everything up like I have been doing lately. So bear with your guy a little bit here tonight. For those of you not in the know, my province, Newfoundland and Labrador, throughout this week has had 9 wildfires, including a few brush fires that were set by somebody. I don't know why you would do that when there are wildfires quite active. Right now there's 1 in Labrador, I think that's quite active, and 3 that are very active on the island. One is about 6,500 hectares. That's quite a ways from me, but not too far from where my dad lives. Another one is about 2,200 hectares. That's kind of in the center of the province more. And there's one that's about 300 hectares. That's it's not super close to us, but it's close enough to be a little too close for comfort. Enough that even with these 35, 36 degree temperatures, we can't open the windows because you're going to get smoke in the house. So if you hear fans, they're going. Right now I do have our air conditioning unit turned off. It's been a week. So all of this kind of came together sort of last minute. We're also kind of myself, Starscream wife, I should say. I should give her the credit for this. She is basically taking care of our niece. And right now they're playing Rock Band, where I usually sort of do the live show from. So we're going old school tonight. We're going to do it from here. But you know what? We're still going to have, hopefully, a fine time. Though for some reason, YouTube didn't want to pick up my camera. So I don't know. Go figure, I guess. Let me see who we currently have here. For those wondering and inquiring, yes, right now we are safe. The wildfire that's closest to us is still quite active. We haven't had any rain all week. Tomorrow we're supposed to finally have some, but not a lot. Let's hope it helps even a little bit. I really feel for the first responders. Hats off, because especially with the biggest one, that one that's like 6,500 hectares, like the military's there, people in the community with heavy equipment are there, a number of fire departments, water bombers, helicopters, the whole thing. And they have been about 2 weeks on that particular fire, day and night. Hats off. They are absolute true heroes, doing their best in extremely difficult situations, really, really difficult situations. But you know, right now, no, we're okay. Hey, Master Fire. Hey, Francis. Hey, Big M. Yeah, we are. We're trying to stay as safe as we can. You're catching a show live, and it's one of the roughest shows we've done in probably a year or so, maybe even a little longer. I hope you enjoyed all the same. Happy belated birthday, Keldeo. Hey, Manitoba. What? I've never played Rock Band. It's not for me. I don't have the hand-eye coordination. I just wouldn't be able to do it. Hey, Mike. Okay, so let me just make sure I got my things for the unboxing there. Okay, I think we're pretty good there. Give me just a moment. Okay, and I think we should be able to start. Normally I have my second screen now. You're gonna have to bear with me a little bit moving stuff around because I only have one screen tonight, and I don't have my microphone. I've been using it. Apologies, I'm telling you, all last minute, right? 86 Debbie, 5 of 6 done. His gun is way too loose in his hand. That's too bad. I got Legacy G2 Breakdown. I've seen him around. If you like the colors, I mean, he's as good a breakdown I get as any, I suppose. I don't know why they always struggle to do justice to breakdown. Nevertheless, my friends, let's start here. Boom. And we're going to begin with Blokees tonight. Not much to say here other than we have a number of new Blokees that are kind of coming into the mix. They include Robot Mode, Grimlock, Hot Rod, Scourge, Blitzwing, Rumble in blue, Shockwave, a Claire Hound. That's a bit of a weird one. Shatterglass Megatron. In vehicle mode, we have Starscream, Wheeljack, Rodimus Prime, and Brawl. And then Chase figures, a Metallic Grimlock, Rodimus Prime with Matrix, Rodimus with Flames and Sword, and Grimlock with his serving tray, glasses, and apron. And there's like a stop motion added there, but I'm not going to go through that. I'm just kind of going to show the images, kind of, sort of, I hope. Yeah, I mean, you can see a number of them here. Here's Grimlock, Rodimus, right? Grimlock there, Rodimus, Blitzwing, Scourge. I mean, they're all pretty adorable, right? Rumble, I love. Shockwave is kind of cute there as well. Hound in Claire, which is strange. Shatterglass Megatron looks really cool, I think. Let me know, by the way, guys, like if it goes black or anything like that, because we haven't done this. Like I said, we haven't done this in a while. That's okay, Ash. You do what you got to do, buddy. A Waiter Grimlock. Scourge looks so off without his stash. Yeah, I guess there's only so much that they can fit in there too, though, you know? Like, I guess you got to be realistic about it, right? Starscream looks cool. Wheeljack looks a little off in his alt mode, I think. Rodimus looks good. I think that's a great alt mode for Rodimus. I really like the look of that. Brawl, Grimlock there. Rodimus with Matrix. And Rodimus with Flames. I think the Rodimus with Flames looks really, really awesome. I'm not so much into Blokees, not like Maximal 10 is, but I can appreciate the look. Like I can appreciate how good that actually looks, right? Let's go up. Wild King episode 9. If you're into that, that's up. Newage showed off their take on 6-shot. Very ambitious for Newage to do 6-shot, but you know what? As was pointed out when we did the top 10 Legends class third-party Transformers, Newage is one of those companies that people just love, and they say they went Newage and they never looked back because of the engineering, because of the solidity, because of the heft of the product for what they are. Some people said Newage aren't Legends. I tend to think of them a little more micro, but most people do consider them Legends. That's why I allowed it in the vote, right? And like this looks really good. Extra hands, extra his blasters. I don't know what this is. Extra face, maybe. Mode 1, 2. I think actually pretty darn convincing, to be honest with you. I think the modes are so far fairly convincing. His blaster, or if you're like Hasbro, his submarine mode. His tank, his car mode, and back to robot mode. And of course, like there's, you know, multiple versions and pictures of his robot mode in particular, and all of them really. I mean, we know 6-shot. I don't think that there's anything here that's kind of mind-blowing other than it's a really good 6-shot. And I do think it's a really good 6-shot. Like, you upsize that, it's probably better than the Hasbro, honestly. I don't know if anyone would really disagree with that or not. Let's go down here. Dr. Wu, another one of those small companies that's debatable if it's Legends or more micro, is again, they're repainting David, a renowned. No, this isn't David. I'm sorry. This is it what's Dr. Wu's one called? Prime Commander. Sorry, Prime Commander. David is Newage. They've repainted this a zillion times. Obviously, because of missing Link doing it, the cool thing now is to recolor Optimus to look like Sentinel Prime. Sentinel Prime. So like yellow Optimus. The orange trailer is an interesting choice. I don't hate this, but it's not what I think of when I think of Sentinel Prime. It's not what I think of when I think of Sentinel. It's neat, and if it works for you, cool. But I don't know if it works for me. It's cute. I don't think it's for me. And they also showed off a clear version of their Ultra Magnus. I don't know. I mean, it's Ultra Magnus and clear. I know some people have a real penchant for it's weird. A lot of people really have a penchant for the clear stuff. And other people say, oh, I'm really nervous about it because it's going to break and stuff because it's not very good plastic. So I don't think it's for me. I don't think I need clear everything. I mean, they've done Ghost, Starscream, and then like everything got to be a ghost form. I guess it's neat that the light can reflect through it and stuff, but I don't know if it's for me. I mean, Wild King Wave 4. They're all the same thing. It's just a couple of little doodads that they changed. This is the ultimate. You think Seekers are bad for being mold reuses? We've seen this before. This is the bird one again, right? It's all the same bits, except now you got new wings and new tail feathers, really. It looks good, but you can look at the core bodies here and tell, like, they're basically the same thing. That's not a bad thing. And I like the green and kind of the bronzy brownie color playing off each other. I really like the leaf. But again, to me, it's just more of the same, and I'm not really in for this line. If you are, then I think that this is as good as any of the others. By the way, for those of you wondering about my tooth, I actually went and had some of it taken out. I still feel it now and then, and if my mouth gets too dry or if I'm really doing, I guess, a lot of talking or a lot of loud talking, I feel it, but it's not irritating me and hurting me like it was. My hope is that the gum will just heal over it. Time will tell, I suppose. And I thought this was cool. This is the Sunbow Marvel Archive, and this is, I guess, notes and images and stuff that's part of what was the pitch for Transformers to CBS in 1984. That was devised in like 3 days or something. Pretty sure this is one of the earliest depictions of Bumblebee. Can't say I really like that too much, but I mean, to each their own, I suppose. Let's just check in with you guys here real quick. Let's see. Hey, Felon. Grimlocks need to come with his what? Grimlocks need to come. Oh yeah, with the outfits as standard. Maybe. Now to wait for Great Shot. Yeah, I mean, if they do 6 shot, you would think they're going to do Great Shot, wouldn't you? And you would think they're probably going to do Quick Switch as well. Hey, Big M. Not an extra face. It's a glass. Oh, Glass of Energon. Yes, from Headmasters. Okay, I just couldn't pick out what it was. Thank you. Couldn't pick out what it was. For 6 shot, this 6 shot looks pretty spot on. When will they make Great Shot? No idea. Haven't heard anything about that. I question his doctorate. That's fair. Waiting for the bump of chicken recolor. You know it's coming. You know it's coming, right? I mean, Francie just said it there. You know it's coming. Let's see. Got in the KO MP10 in animation colors and Fans Toys Dead End Menosaur Skeleton today. Hope you enjoy them. Neither's for me, but I hope you enjoy them, my man. Figures in clear plastic, nothing special. Says Caldeo. Masterfire says, I would love to find some Wild King figs. By the way, this week's countdown question about the best accomplishment of Rodimus Prime, the best thing he's done, that came from Masterfire. He is the one to thank for this week's countdown question. Don't know if we're going to have 10 things that he did that were accomplishments that were good. We'll see as time goes on and the voting gets amalgamated together over the weekend. Hey, Dragonfly. Hey, Daryl. I hear you about crazy weeks. Scavenger is now in Daryl's hands. Devastator is complete. Daryl's Devastator is complete, which means when I do look at it, I can look at finally a complete Devastator. I'm not in for it because I have my Combiner Wars one, but I can't wait to look at the last two members in Devastator combined and do that comparison. But yeah, this was Bumblebee. Back to Bumblebee. God. Anyway, what could have been, right? What could have been? Stylin boxes. I mean, if you're into this, this is a box that you can get that has a bunch of like, oh, I'm not watching a video about it. That has a bunch of like products and paraphernalia and stuff. In this case, it would be Transformers related. We're doing the activate your alt mode vote. We did Mirage and Grimlock. Grimlock won. We did Shockwave and I think it was Starscream. Shockwave won. And then we done Grimlock and Shockwave. I think Shockwave won that as well, if I'm not mistaken, which means next will be the alt mode. That's my understanding. And I think the final like vote or the final reveal or something is supposed to be Transformers Day, which September 17th, I believe is what that is. So we're getting there. We're working through this. This is another one of those like fan creations, like Windblade was, for example, like Victorion was when Combiner Wars was a thing. So they've done a few of these fan votes before. It's just a way to try and get the community involved and active. We got a few images here of Flatline in hand. And like, keep in mind that for somebody like me who's not into Unicron Trilogy, I'm not super like, and I don't really know Flatline because I'm not into the comics either. But I do like the look of this, and I've always wanted my Decepticons to have like a doctor or a medic. Now I know that Flatline's story arc characterization. I mean, he's a doctor first. It's a lot. It reminds me a lot of Ratchet in the War for Cybertron trilogy, where he's a doctor first, and I think he actually kind of leaves. I don't want to say defects, but I think he sort of abandons the Decepticons eventually. But for me, he will work as a Decepticon medic. You know what? Or doctor. He can help out Knockout, right? He can help out Knockout. I like the mold. I think it looks good and hefty and big and chunky. I'm not connected to the Armada Red Alert like in any way, shape, or form. But I do really like this. I think it's a cool looking alt mode. I think it's a cool looking robot mode. I'm in for it. Can't wait to get it, honestly. We're going to go down here because I don't need a billion images. I just, like there's the robot. I love the head sculpt. I mean, it is not the doctor that I would want to have to see. And I like here, because this mold is fairly hefty. And look at him next to Venom. Venom must be a pretty hefty deluxe, honestly. And you know what? We need that. We need hefty deluxes as well. I like this. We'll see how it goes. We can get back out of that. But I think Flatline is looking really nice. We go up. That's the vote again. And we're going to go here. And like there wasn't, thank goodness, honestly, there wasn't a lot of news this week. Like, honestly. What can I say? New York Comic-Con 2025 is going to be up and coming Saturday, October the 11th. And there's a little blurb here about what's going on in the Energon universe. I guess we'll learn more at New York Comic-Con with what's shown there. Authentics Wave 8, Bravo, a leader one out in the UK. If you want an Authentics Alita 1, I don't think anything Authentics looks good. I'm sorry. I can't get behind it, man. Blokees, champion class. And this is Jetwing Optimus Prime, which is kind of fitting right now since they're talking about Michael Bay coming back to Transformers again. We'll touch on that in a minute too. But like, this looks cool. Like, it's big, obviously. There's a lot to this set. I don't know what else is champion class, but I mean, if you're in for the Blokees stuff, that's a nice one. That's a real, real nice one, honestly. And this here, yeah, actually, I'm going to kind of read it on my phone. I'm sort of going to just leave that there because I just wanted to touch on exactly what it was that was said. And the statement that was, yeah, in what now seems to be a quickly developing story, X account, The Hollywood Handle via Deadline, has given another small update to the rumors of Michael Bay returning to the Transformers franchise. namely that Paramount's new ownership, or leadership, I'm sorry, will be reviewing the situation soon. On the Transformers front, the franchise saw a rebooted live-action film, Rise of the Beasts, 442 million global box office, starring Anthony Ramos in 2023, and an animated pick, Transformers 1. It says bow last year. Now last year. Prior to sale, the studio had 3 separate scripts in development, including one version that sources say has Michael Bay returning to the franchise. Those scripts should be ready for new leadership to take a look at shortly. The wording is slightly vague and open-ended, but the bit about there being 3 scripts is possibly touching on the previous rumor about multiple Transformers projects. I guess we'll see. I mean, right now it's all sort of up in the air and sort of just being talked about, but I guess we will see what comes of it in time. I don't think fans are super stoked to have Michael Bay coming back. I don't care, because I didn't really have that big of an issue with him. I took them for what they were, fun films. I didn't overthink them, I suppose. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Then, and I don't even know what this is really, but Small Rig and Transformers have a collaboration. My understanding is that these are accessories for like cameras and smartphones and that sort of stuff. And now they have a bunch of things that will be coming out kind of Bumblebee branded because, Bumblebee. Yeah, right. There's a tripod that's got some yellow on it and whatever this thing is, some lights. You get the idea, right? And as I'm going through here, if any of these products catch your eye and you know this company and you like this company, I mean, why not, I guess, get the yellow ones? If you're a Transformers fan, why not get the ones that are Bumblebee inspired, I suppose? And there's a number of products here, as you can see, right? And so on and so forth. And finally, the Blokees champion class again, Megatronus from Transformers 1. This is a cool looking Megatronus. And this is one of those examples where I'd be cool with this. Now, I'm happy with the Hasbro one. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I got it. But if you don't have that, or you don't want to spend that kind of coin, and this happens to be cheaper, I don't know if it is cheaper, by the way. I think this is okay because the Primes didn't have alt modes, didn't need to transform. They were just robots. So this works perfectly fine for Megatronus, honestly. And it looks really cool. That's a really cool looking Megatronus. And with that, would you believe we're through the news in 22 minutes? Honestly. Let's check in with you guys here again. I got to go up here a bit. Let's see. I think it was just about here. But yeah, the reveal of the Transformers. What? The reveal of Transformers None, as nicknamed by TF Nation, is actually pretty interesting. I will say it's wild. Female sideswipe and female Starscream. I have no idea, Keldeo, what on earth you're talking about. You didn't vote? Well, I mean, if you're talking about the activate your alt mode, unless you use Instagram, you can't vote. Hey, Matthew, I feel like at this rate, the only way I'm getting 86 Devastator is when they release it as a complete set. They've said multiple times there's no plan to do that. At least not in the near future. Not as far as 2027. So make of that what you will. Bumblebee was going to be called Muffler? Muffy? I never heard that before, but maybe. I mean, I don't like Bumblebee, so you're probably right. And I'm probably like, ew, I don't like that. Flatline, not a Unicron Trilogy character. He appeared in the Bayverse. This is just a generation aligned version of Bayverse. I've never heard the name Flatline before. I'm not going to say he wasn't in Bayverse. Was it actually in a film, or was it in some video game or some other, or like a tie-in comic or some other nonsense? I don't care where he comes from. I'm just happy to have a Decepticon doctor, to be honest with you. Ooh, pardon me. It's like Barricade being a repaint of Prowl and Siege, I guess. I think you're overthinking it for my purposes. I may not know Flatline, but I'll probably come up with something. Hold on. Since I have something of a rule to collect. If I know the character, I'll consider getting the toy. That's fair. The black and red is clean looking. I'd 100% get a Flatline if I can find it in the wild. Venom looks friggin' great. I love his colors. I just like the... What? I just like the name, mostly. Flatline is a sick name for a Decepticon. It is, but it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in your medical care. Or at least it doesn't for me. What's even more wild about female Sideswipe revealed in the early scripts of G1 was she was going to be Optimus Prime's love interest. Wild. Authentics is authentically shite. I agree. Hey, Lion, if I didn't say it already, buddy. Hey, Maximal 10. Champion class is replacing classic class. That doesn't help me. I don't know what classic class is. I don't have a clue what any of the classes are. I don't really follow Blokees. I know there's tons of them, but okay. If you know what classic class is, folks, champion class is replacing that. Scavenger's hands are so much nicer than Bone Crushers. Let's go more base slop. It's like a second reboot, unless he just picks up where he left off, which is also possible. A buddy of mine in Missouri said he was in his Walmart today. They cleared out the entire Transformers section and have a new display that features a couple of Constructicons. Interesting. Don't get me started. Transformers 1 had no promotion. The second bay comes back. We get more promotion and stuff. It's the name recognition, right? It's the name recognition, man. But I hear what you're saying, Caldeo. I don't care about this news. After Transformers 1, I just dipped, so I don't care about the Transformers films anymore. Well, that's your call, man. Okay, the trivia for tonight. We all know that in the Transformers universe, McAdam is a bartender. Hold on, I gotta find what I'm looking for here. Yeah. In Transformers, we know that McAdam is a bartender. He's also Alchemist Prime. Shh, it's secret. However, McAdam is actually a real world thing as well. What is McAdam? Is it A, an old sort of hammer? Is it B, a name for the ties on railroad tracks? Is it C, an old form of pavement? Or is it D, bricks? A, B, C, or D? What is McAdam? Don't cheat now. Don't cheat. We have B, says Imperial. We have a C with question mark. An A C, says Joel. What else do we have? An A, says Lion. I'm saying bricks because it seems silly. D, A, Q, says Dragonfly. Take it over for input. It is actually C, an old type of pavement predating modern asphalt made of crushed stone compacted into layers and then bound together with tar. But it was spelled with one C instead of two. Go figure. Okay. Man, I can't believe how short the show has been because there was so little news, which is probably a good thing since we're in this weird space tonight. And with everything that's been going on, but I did not want to stiff you guys. You guys have been loyal to me, so I'm trying to be loyal to you. But yeah, see, right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, you got one right, man. Hey, Joshua. Okay, the unboxing. We have two things here tonight. One will be tomorrow's review, which I actually recorded yesterday and edited and done everything yesterday. I cannot thank good friend of the channel, George, nearly enough for sending my way, boom, Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series 86. Oh, wait, no, that didn't release. That was supposed to release in 2022. This is the Generation Selects Hound from that Legacy 5-pack. I had the other 4 molds. I wanted the Hound. You guys already know the story that I had a Hound sourced, and the jerk that sourced it to me ghosted me. And like, I know it sounds like sour grapes, and it is, but either be as good as your word or don't make a promise. It's as simple as that. George reached out to me, realizing I didn't have that, and he didn't want this one. He preferred the Siege. I said, yes, please. So we will see this guy tomorrow in comparison to the Classics Hound. Some people have said that this is really loose on their Hound. I will tell you now, mine's fine. So I'm pretty lucky there. I can also say right now there's no mold degradation here. So this will be tomorrow's review. I'm very excited to share this one and my thoughts about it with you guys and the comparison to the Classics. Then Tuesday. Oh, buddy. Tuesday is going to be, boom, Alchemist Prime. And here he is. Love Alchemist. This guy clocks in at 105 grams of plastic. Very hefty, very solid. I don't feel like I'm going to stress or break anything on this guy, though there is a known issue that can stress the wrist. In the instructions, I'm going to say it now because I think that this should be information that gets shared before too many people get Alchemist in their hand. The instructions say to fold the wrist in all the way, and it has the little like snap lines that it has, but it can't do that because inside here there's like a little rounded tab, I suppose you would call it. I find the furthest I can get the hand in is like right there. That's the furthest I can get it in. It's not all the way. And I don't do it until pretty much the last step. I have heard that if you do it before that, if you try and force it and push it in, you're either going to break the hand or you're going to stress the plastic at the wrist, and that would be super duper sad. So tomorrow's review will be Hound, and then the Tuesday review will be Alchemist Prime. Remember, we've already done Crasher, so I'm not getting Crasher for the Wave 2s. Can't wait to share these guys with you. And would you believe, ladies and gentlemen, that that's it? We've gone through the news, we've gone through the trivia, and we've gone through the unboxing. Woo! I'm not going to lie. I'm glad it was short. Not because I wouldn't want to spend more time with you guys, but it's so hot that I really want to get my air conditioning unit back on. Love each and every one of you. I hope you have a tremendous, wonderful weekend. Yeah. Thanks for giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through Spring, or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button. Stick around and have some fun with us here on the channel. And don't forget, not for a moment, not for a second, that you right there, you do make a difference in the world, man. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way, right here inside the videos. Love y'all.